pick up some lumber because we are going to do a DIY shed build so that we can start storing the things that we get and the things that we find. So us and Little Southwest Homestead are on our way to the property now to drop these lumber off. Just a little bit of work to be done. What's up, YouTube and anybody watching? So today, real quick, we just want to talk about and get everybody caught up from when we sold our house to Chicago all the way to now, where you starting to see videos. So why we had to rush to leave Chicago. So we sold our house in October, which was later than when we wanted to sell the house. We originally wanted to try to be sold by middle or early September because that'll give us time to learn, pick up the RV, learn the RV, and then hit the road. And then one thing about the Midwest, or just Chicago, I guess I can't speak for the Midwest, but for them, when winter season comes along, campgrounds are closing, right? They slowly shut off different utilities, in particular the water and sewer because of the freezing. So then all you have is electric. So we spent about, 2 weeks in a hotel?
Waiting to get our RV.
Waiting for an RV. Well, first hunting for an RV and waiting. We paid for 2 inspections. Expensive. For a particular RV dealer. What was their name?
Terry's
I'm
RV.
going to say their name. No, it wasn't Terry's.
I'm sorry, I keep saying Terry's. It was Pete's RV in Indiana.
Pete's RV in Indiana. Y'all bogus. So we paid for 2 inspections. They were aware of the inspections. None of the RVs was ready. So when the inspector inspected it and when he got done, I mean, I wasn't finna buy an RV I felt like was unsafe, especially ones where some of the most major things was questionable. And then on top of that, it took them a week to even respond to even get back to us on the 5th wheel that I was really interested in. So, of course, being in a hotel and stuff like that, they end up already eating away at money. So that basically decreased what type of RV we could get. We wanted a 5th wheel. We was going to get a 5th wheel hitch put in and all of that type of good stuff. But because I had to do 2 inspections, and then on top of that, we had to wait because they was, in my opinion, jerking us around. We got sick of it. So anyway, we were in a hotel for 2 weeks, and then we finally went and found a travel trailer that we had liked, which is the Jayco.
Yeah, because we really didn't have time to do any more looking because of the time frame.
No, I mean we was looking on Facebook Market at used ones, but because I'm new to RV, I was just too afraid to get something that was jacked up badly, like leaks and stuff like that. They say the new ones don't hold up too great, but so far this one has been doing fine in my opinion. Some of the stuff I hear people say broke early hasn't broken yet, and we're gonna get to some of the stories and some of the stuff we did in here as beginner, RV folks, new RV folks. So house sold in October. The campgrounds in Joliet, at least Illinois, were closing. So from there, we end up going over to Iowa. So when we get there, they campgrounds were still open. Because the plan was to go to Iowa and spend, some time with some family we had out in Iowa. And then from there, we was going to take our time and make our way to Albuquerque. So we get there, we get to Iowa, and we were staying at a few state parks. So the first state park that we stayed at was Pleasant Creek, which was a state park in Iowa. Beautiful park, beautiful park. But they gave off really weird, bad vibes. It didn't give off good vibes. So
it was the people really that were staying there, right?
Yeah, the people was just real strange, not friendly. I ain't like it,
like
right?
They didn't want us there.
Yeah, you listen. Y'all know we know those feelings where it's just like, yeah, nah, this ain't it. It was that. So nope, left. So then we went to Lake McBride. We're familiar with Lake McBride because we went camping there quite often and we loved it. Friendly staff, great place. So we get there.
So when we got to Lake McBride, they didn't have the regular system where you could book online. You had to actually do like an envelope system where you pulled up, or you can call them. So I think I called them or something like that to make sure, that the stay that we were staying, the duration of the stay that we were trying to stay was okay. And the lady assured me everything was good, that the days that we wanted were good. But she said to fill out the form for these dates and then you do it again because of the way they had the system set up.
The way they had it set up was you had certain spots that was only, drive up, basically. Mm-hmm. You show up, and if it's empty, you fill out the form, and you get that spot. And that was basically the only ones that had all three utilities, right, which is the sewer, the electric, and the water. And then what you had to do was after every so often, you had to refill out the envelope to extend the stay because somebody could. It was really stupid. I couldn't reserve it, but somebody else could reserve it. Yeah, and I would have to move if it so happened to get. So we ended up staying in Iowa for a week. And reason being is because we had to do some repairs. So on the way going to Iowa, the front end of my truck was making a creaking, squeaking noise. The truck we bought was a 2019 Dodge Ram Tradesman. And I believe that the history of the truck, it was probably used as a snowplow because that's the only time. Because I got the work lights on it and stuff like that. And then to me, that's the only time the front ends kind of get a little jacked up. So we discovered I needed to get upper ball joints. So we found a place that had really good reviews online, and it had to be a truck truck shop kind of place, because apparently when you have vehicles that are like 10,000 pounds or more, places like Firestone don't have lifts that can lift your truck. So we went to this place. I sat there for 8 hours while they did the work. I thought they did a good job, but we're gonna get to that. So I had that work done. Reserved, because somebody even came and knocked and said it was reserved, right? Come to find out, we reserved it. Yep. So it was really funny, but it was really strange. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, that's right. So yeah, I remember we were the guy came and told us, oh, you're gonna have to move to another spot because it's reserved, and we were confused because we were like, well, we reserved it. So then he came back and said, didn't he come back and say, oh, yeah, I'm sorry,
oh wait, you're the guy, right, Mr. Israel. So so that ended up being on our spot. But anyway, basically the lady told us that it was going to be open for the next few weeks. Well, believe it or not, that Friday came around, and it was a couple that was right across from us in the fifth wheel who had Albuquerque license plates, and we just seen everybody like just loading up and going. And I thought it was really strange. So on my way down to the little, I don't know if you want to call it a
I'll post a picture of it.
I don't know, you can call it a prehistoric kiosk. I don't know. We got down to this thing, and I'm getting ready to, put the envelope in with the money in for the time we staying. And one of the wardens was there, and he was like, you got to be out by 3. Park's closing. So now I'm just like, he goes, all state parks are closing. So now I'm just like, man, this is way sooner than when we had planned to leave. And, we was kind of planning on taking off around like Sunday-ish, was it?
Sunday morning.
And so we had to hurry up and find another RV park.
Because remember, we sat at the gas station trying to figure out what we were going to do.
Yeah. We leave the RV park, and here we go, taking up space at the gas station, sitting there dialing numbers. Because I'm like, I don't want to get on the road now because, we
the whole drive would be at night.
Not only would the whole drive be at night, which I wasn't worried about, but it was the fact that I didn't want to miss hanging out the Sabbath.
So that's right.
That was the issue. We had to drive through the Sabbath, and I didn't want to do that. Yep. So we were going to do everything in our power to find out how not to do that. Now, if my RV had solar panels, listen, I would have set up in a Walmart parking lot for the next 24 hours. Right. We would have done something like that, right? Because at the end of the day, all we really doing is just spending a whole day really kicking it with family. So we ended up calling around. And one RV park was open with all the utilities. And according to them, they don't shut them off because they got permanent residents. And it was Lazy Acres. Now, I wish we would have went there first. Not only, even though it was an older park, this place was nice. The people was nice. The staff was nice.
They had parks for the kids to play.
We learned a lot. And they told us, no, we open year round, all year. Full hookups. So that was a major relief. You know what I mean? And let's say I got a whole lot of practice hitching and unhitching. So I, definitely should have got good at it by now. So for the last evening, we go and pay for Lazy Acres. So we find this place, we get up to Lazy Acres. We don't hear the creaking noise. So we thinking the issue on the truck is fixed. That's what we thought. So anyway, we get to Lazy Acres. We get to have fun with everybody. But now they got major storms coming. Yeah. And these major storms would have caused us to be basically stuck in Iowa. And this is going completely against our time frame because we don't know nothing about winterizing. We don't know nothing about putting on an RV skirt and having to. We didn't want to have to deal with freezing temperatures and cold stuff,
especially with these babies,
which the Lord made us do anyway. You'll see. So, after the Sabbath, we end up jumping on the road and going because we wanted to beat the storm.
Okay. Okay, so it is 7:51, and I just ran in the trailer to hurry up and heat up some tacos and some chicken nuggets for Jael, because it's 7:52 and we are about to hit the road. We are about to test the lights out and make sure that they work in the back. Let me see. I'm gonna roll the window down. So far, so good.
Use the bathroom too.
Here?
Why not?
So we are at our first stop. Our first stop is, we're still in Iowa basically. And we wasn't paying attention to the route the GPS gave us, and we ended up taking a back roads through Iowa for what I think it's been about 2 hours now that we've been on the road. But we are now finally at an interstate. All praises, because Lord knows we was very uneasy that whole ride. And it was really, really, really bumpy. Right, Jelly Belly? Mm-hmm. It was bumpy. Mom? But yeah, we are about to get on the interstate, and we made... Right, Jelly Belly? She said, woo, yeah. And Nippy is not feeling this. Ruben he's okay if you're giving him something to eat. He looking for some more food. He done took off his little sock. Ruben, why you take your sock off?
Mom, open.
Yeah, I got the window down.
Why you got the window down?
How's Nippy doing? Nip.
Oh, come back here, Ruben.
Nippy, how you doing? I know, baby. He ain't feeling it. Nippy not feeling this drive. You either, Ruben?
Ruben not feeling that drive too.
He not feeling it. Ruben, it's your first road trip. Jael, it's your first road trip. We going all the way to where?
To New Mexico.
That's right. Nip. I know, baby. Nippy, we can't see you on the camera. There you are. It's okay, Pooh. Ruben.
You know, we forgot to close.
What?
Looks like the vent above the bathroom was open.
So it's probably water in there?
I hope not.
Oh, Lord.
So we jumped on the road and we headed out of Iowa, going to making a stop in Oklahoma, OKC, Oklahoma, because we had family there we wanted to see. So my first time really taking this thing was on a long ride, and it did fantastic. The truck pulled pretty well. We had wind. We had a lot of rain. Excuse me. And I kid you not, it was actually a pretty good drive in my opinion. I was awake the whole night. You know, had me a pretty good time. So anyway, Oklahoma. Y'all, Oklahoma. Oh, this is a destination trailer too.
So you think that one is also the
Jacob
Airbnb?
destination trailer, that's a big one. It's a lot of Colorados and Jacob. Okay.
Now
There go Jake Flight, but I don't think they're the same as ours.
who makes Jacob? I mean, Colorado.
I don't know.
So that means they have money to invest in that. That means they bought brand new trailers to do Airbnb.
Yeah. They're real smart. And everybody, I think, spaced out enough. So I think we shouldn't hear each other.
I think I was hearing people in they RVs talking.
I don't think I seen truck we got. Just black.
I'm gonna make you guys something to eat when we get in the RV. So we are here. We just made it to Oklahoma safely. All praises. The kids, they did as well as they could have. They were super uncomfortable, so they kept waking up crying. So I kept getting back here to try to help him out. And then he kept wanting to nurse, and now he's sleeping. Jael just woke up, and Ruru is still sleeping. Is that your hair in your eye?
No.
It's okay. So Ruru's sleeping. I don't know if you guys can see back there, but my Lord is unhitching up. My hair looks crazy. Oh, there he goes right there.
Oklahoma. So we get to Oklahoma, and it's a nice RV park right off of Highway 40. It's called Mustang Run, but it was another name. What was the other name?
Campground Collective.
What was it?
Campground Collective.
You go down there?
No, that's a storm shelter. So we're here in Oklahoma, and we're trying to get situated. We got the RV set up. I was not able to really film like that because it's been a long road. It's been a long trip. Jael, come this way. And yeah, I wasn't able to do that much filming. But here we are. Stop. Come over here. So here we are at the campsite for the day, and my Lord's taking a shower, and I'm about to go see how their clubhouse is. Okay, so here we are at the clubhouse, and as you can see, it is really nice. Jael, what though? I think this is a gas fire.
Huh?
I said, I think this is a gas fire. Basically, we're just waiting on Nobby. He's in there taking a shower. So we're just hanging out for a little bit.
So called Campground Collective. And so this place was nice. The people was nice. The neighbors was nice. To me, it was well laid out, well manicured. Like this is one of the first RV. We was like, ooh, this is really nice. And it wasn't super expensive at that, right? Like for what people pay to stay in a hotel, you pay a fraction of that a night, but in your own camper hooked up. Like I like it. Like definitely much cheaper than what we did staying in the hotel.
So if you're ever in Oklahoma and like instead of doing a hotel, you could actually rent a RV there, right?
They have RVs you can rent there. So what they have is just like a whole section or a side where they have what type of RVs? Park model RVs. And you can actually rent park model RVs to stay there instead of staying at a hotel. So it's almost like having a mini apartment, right? So it's the park model RVs that have like a little small loft at the top. They really nice, right? All that kind of stuff. But that's where the good stuff ends. We wasn't there, but 24 hours. So we got there at 8 in the morning on Sunday, 8 a.m. Sunday. So she went to go visit, some family that we had there. And I'm like, I'm finna get some sleep because I drove all
the whole
night.
time, yeah.
Y'all, I laid down. I just remember laying down. And I feel like I just barely fell asleep. Tornado siren goes off. So I jump up, right? First thing popped in my head, yo, it's Oklahoma. OKC, right? Man, listen, I pop up. I throw on my Crocs. I grab the cat, throw him in the book bag. And I look out the window. You know how you do the blind move? Look out the window. It was so orange and weird out there, wind blowing. And this is how you know everybody who wasn't from Oklahoma. You seen people panic falling out of their RVs. You can tell there's from different states. But the guy that was behind us was from Oklahoma. So I grabbed the cat and I jumped down the stairs. Bam! I get out there and I'm looking. And before I go to this tornado shelter, we all first go into the I don't know if you want to call that the common room, the common building, right? And as I'm walking with the cat, speed walking, I look behind me and all I see is the man in his RV open the blinds and close them. That was it. So my first thought was like, man, life must be really hard. He's like, he ready to go. So I'm like, cool. Well, not me. You know what I'm saying? So we get to this common room and we're standing in there. And as we're standing in the common room, everybody's talking. Some people look like they got their dogs that's getting ready to fight. So my first thought was, where are these tornado shelters? And which one of y'all with dogs going to so I know not to go? I mean, I'm a guy with a cat in the book bag and y'all got like 4 or 5 monstrous dogs. So my thought was like,
they were really big?
Man, listen, I'm like, last thing we need to be is in a metal building underground.
Dang.
So I'm just thinking to myself like, Nippy, this might be it for you. So while they all in there laughing, giggling, I went to a shelter. I wasn't waiting because I'm sitting there looking on my phone and they telling us where the tornado is. And believe it or not, it was right there to the south of us. But it started getting windy and the rain started to rain so much to where, I'm like, oh, what if it's like rain wrapped from Twister or something? You can't see it. So I go to the storm shelter, and the storm shelter has water in it. It's got flooding. So I get inside of this shelter and I'm sitting down with the cat. Mind you, I'm wearing Crocs, so now my feet getting wet. And then a couple of other families come in there. And every last one of us sitting there with this look on our face like, is this it? Because we ain't used to this. So the first thing we ask is, where y'all from? Because clearly nobody here from Oklahoma, because we all look like, you know what I'm saying? Like we ready to go ahead and say our final apologies. And, of course, one was from Illinois and 2 other ones was from Pennsylvania. And so anyway, so after that, what I didn't know is that in Oklahoma, you would get 2 alerts, two tornado sirens and 2 alerts on your phone. And one, I didn't know that the second alert for them means all clear. So we got the all clear and we come out of the shelter or whatever like that. So I'm calling my rib trying to figure out where she at. She answers the phone in complete shock and surprise. So I'm wondering if she's surprised or shocked by what I'm, shocked by. According to her, she was asking the same question I was asking. First and foremost,
are you okay?
To my Oklahoma family. First, we asked, are you okay to each other? Secondly is, how the hell did they do this? right?
They're so nonchalant about it.
And so she was telling me about how some of the Oklahoma family, they live in apartments. Ain't no storm shelters, yo. And they just sitting there chilling. They still cooking, crochet. I don't know what the hell they was doing, but they was just business as freaking usual. I'm looking at the news. Oh, the tornado just touched down. It's an F3, and I'm just like, wait a minute. And they just chilling. So they just chilling. Apparently to them, oh, the tornado almost always land over here or land over there.
Okay, so I don't know if you can see this, but this is what the sky looks after the storm. It looked even crazier maybe about 10 minutes ago, but I didn't get it on camera because I was driving. But yeah, this is after the storm. I've never seen nothing like this. It looks absolutely crazy. But all praises, we are okay. Everybody's okay. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I guess that's this Oklahoma weather. This is absolutely crazy. Wow. It looks like a painting. Like you see over here looks normal. A little bit normal compared to over there. This is so weird. Yikes. Nabi's about to probably take some pictures over here.
Listen, I'm believing tempting the Lord. So anyway, so long story short, my wife, she went and paid to visit who she paid to visit, and then she came home to pick me up because we wanted to go see, our final relative. So we went and we met her, saw her, and all praises, she kind of feel the way we feel still. She from Chicago, that's why she know. Love you, sis. And
You know who you are.
right. So after that, we went ahead and came back. So we thinking, man, we're gonna go ahead, get some rest, get us some sleep because it's already late night, early morning. And we thinking once we get us a nice amount of sleep, then we'll hit the road. Let's rest up. It's been crazy.
Getting ready to leave, but we were actually gonna leave around 4. But there's some more storms coming in, so we are now waiting it out because we got some more storms developing, like just popped up. Been diligently looking, and then big storm just popped up, and it's going through our route again. So we are pretty sure that there's gonna be a lot of rain coming very soon, and we might even possibly need to go in the tornado shelter. So what we're doing is hitching up now and setting up now, even though we're waiting out before we move out, so that we don't have to do this stuff in the rain, so that once the rain do come, if it comes, that Lord's will, we can just hit the road and hopefully bypass these storms. But yeah, I don't know how y'all live in Oklahoma. Like, I really do not, I don't understand it.
Not so. We all lay down. It had to be maybe 5 a.m. The sirens and everything go off again. So now we jumping up and we panic running. Everybody grab your stuff. Let's go.
No, I didn't see it. No, I don't see it. her boots. Hello.
Hello, baby. Hello, little girl. I heard y'all were pretty. My
Oh,
daughter.
the kids.
I got it open. Let's go. Got it open.
Can you go hold her? She don't got no boots on.
You okay?
Yeah, she's.
Okay.
Okay. You say go ahead and serve.
Pennsylvania?
Spin here, Jonathan. These are
Now you
real
east?
tricky black weekend days.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
these
wow.
areas in particular by the airport, up by the outlet mall.
Skull day.
It's all clear.
That's all clear.
Oh, that's what that means?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the second.
Yeah. It's over by the outlet halls, yeah.
Oh, that was fun. Thank you.
Sounds like it. Mm-hmm.
Nabi? Nabi? Cause she ain't got no shoes on.
I know.
Stay right there, don't move, baby.
I'll get wet.
I got a blanket for her.
My wife have a habit of trying to change clothes and do all this other stuff in the middle of emergencies. We ain't gonna talk about the tornado at the house, but she gotta get better at like flipping that switch and saying let's roll regardless. So we finally get our butts to the shelter again, and the kids did so well. Jael was so chill and calm.
So I am so proud of her. She did such a good job. She wasn't screaming and crying. Normally she cries a lot during storms because she kind of understands the damage that storms can do, so she gets really freaked out. But you stayed calm this time, Jael. You did such a good job. You proud of yourself? Yeah. And Ruben was just in here crying a lot, so I came back here, tried to nurse him, put him to sleep before we pull off. Right, Ru? You just wanted mommy?
So anyway, Oklahoma. So final day. You know, we laid down and we thought to get some rest, but we ended up popping up super early because I've been, you know what I'm saying, brother got PTSD at this point. So I've been checking that radar like ain't no other. You know what I'm saying? Man, so I look at the radar and I'm like, oh snap, this joint moving east. Well, we gonna get hitched up and ready, and I think we're gonna get ready to buck up out of here before it comes. Cause I ain't trying to hitch up in the rain. Man, listen, we in the middle of hitching up, or at least just getting prepped, right? Getting prepared. The siren goes off again. So now everybody like, let's go. We all making our way to the storm shelter. And we get to the shelter, and it seemed like it was the same families in there, except this time I had, you know, my rib and kids. They already knew the cat. and they were just surprised at how quiet and cool he was. So we get in the shelter. I thought the kids would be afraid because it was a lot. This time you can see the tornado to our south. Like as we run into the shelter, I'm looking at this thing, look like something straight out of a Twister movie. So now I'm really just like, oh, only land in this certain spot, my ass. You know what I'm saying? Like that joint right there. And so we get in this shelter, and at first, what's crazy? At first, the shelter door didn't want to open. So then everybody ran and got into the laundry room. So at this point, I'm like, the hell with that. This shelter door finna get open because I'm not finna be in here, you know what I'm saying, getting shook up with a bunch of washers and dryers and all this type of stuff. So I went, bam, I snatched it and got that joint open. I opened the door and was like, shelter open.
Yeah,
And
we all went in.
and we all went in, and of course, full of water. So once that second siren hit, that all clear, that was it. Came out of that shelter, bagged that truck up, dropped that hitch on top of that hitch, and I said, we are out. We looked at the radar. We saw that it was supposed to be other storms, but nothing too serious. And we looked at it. If we left at that time, by the time we ran into the rain, it would have degraded to just rain as opposed to being, you know, the big red that's typically on the radars. So we hitched up. We got out of there. Now, all right, y'all. So I'm continuing because Ruben definitely wasn't going to let this happen. So anyway, so on our way to ABQ. So we're on our way to New Mexico. The first couple hours was a little, but the closer we got, the more beautiful the drive. I don't know where we was at in the windmill. It was a beautiful drive. It wasn't sunny, but just the view of everything was beautiful. And once we got out of that point, we started coming downhill a bit. That's when the rain stopped and we started to get a little bit of sunshine. Now, as we went past this giant cow farm, I'm assuming, that smelled so bad that it smelled like cow boo-boo for miles. We then started to get closer to Albuquerque. So we decided to stop at one of those visitor centers as soon as we crossed in. And of course, I'm nervous because I'm driving, pulling the trailer. It's the first time. So everything that I wanted to avoid, I'm starting to get punched in the face with. So I'm like, the Lord said, you're going to learn how to drive this trailer, bro. So it wasn't too difficult. I just slowed down and took my time, but nonetheless, it was beautiful. And you had moments where it was sketchy. Entering into Albuquerque after coming from Edgewood, New Mexico. And as you come from Edgewood, New Mexico, that's when you enter into the Manzano Mountains. And you talking about beautiful, beautiful drive coming in, taking 40. And once you bob and weave going up and down through the mountains, bam, it opens up into Albuquerque.